next is Jim. Plug in or?
Yeah.
If you want the mic, you can turn all this.
Oh. No, but you can mic. It's pretty nice in here.
Yeah.
Great. Hello there. My name is Jim Walker. You may know me. I'm the Hack Repair guy. HackRepair.com, fix hack websites and all that good stuff. And today I'm going to talk about automation in a social sense that relates to a busy media website, like a nonprofit or other. And let's go ahead and, oh, and by the way, if you go to the advanced WordPress site, the advanced WordPress Meetup, there's actually a link to this slide, so you can look it on your phone or look at it later. Okay, IFTTT for WordPress, social media automation. Has anyone heard of IFTTT? All right, awesome. The last presentation we gave, it was like 3 people had heard of it, so I figured, hey, let me talk about it. What is IFTTT? It's initialism for if this, then that. I have no idea. I got that from Wikipedia. No idea where they got that from. IFTTT is a website that allows you to automate a lot of tasks like tell you what the weather is on a particular day, give you updates about all kinds of things. But the nice thing about IFTTT is that it also is wonderful for WordPress, particularly in integrating with WordPress. And so most of my talk today is just the basics. I'm not going to go into great detail. I'm just going to talk about the way this can interact with you and your social media accounts. After I'm done here, I believe Joseph's going to talk about some other social stuff. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about your side of it. I have an idea what you're talking about. I'm going to keep it very oriented toward the way this works with WordPress. And the website address is, of course, IFTTT.com. And when you get to the website, as it shows here, you basically click on the Get Started. It'll connect you through to your Facebook account, social media accounts. You can set up an email address, your login, etc. Very simple. Once you get into the back end of it, you can choose hundreds, if not thousands, of different recipes, quote unquote, that have been written by other people. And of course, you can write your own to do lots of interesting things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about my use case. I set up a website called San Diego Archers some time back. I built the website for them, totally nonprofit. I wasn't paid a penny for it. My intention was to put the website up for this archery club and being able to allow any member who have access to the accounts to be able to do a lot of social media interaction, posting pictures to Twitter, posting pictures to Instagram, and then also when we post things on the website or in Facebook, it throws them out into all the different social media niches instantaneously. So my goal is that I am at the range shooting my little bow with my group, and I'm literally posting pictures in real time to all the other club members who are also posting pictures in real time at different parts of the range. And we've done this on many occasions. And some of the options that I use that I'm going to talk about briefly here are tweet my WordPress blog posts. Very clear, right? Tweet my word. So when I actually go to my website, which looks like this, hopefully it'll load. Water. All right, so yeah, exactly, Blogger. So when I actually go through the process of posting.
You're on two displays now.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go back to see if we can figure out the display. So let's not do that again. All right, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, so what I was talking about before is you can set up different recipes for your site, and this is fairly straightforward to do. It's just a way in which you can have different things done at particular times. So as I was saying before I got interrupted, is you can have real-time events occurring and have these real-time events posted on the website, in Twitter, in Facebook, etc. And then here's kind of a little schematic of the way our particular website works in terms of the automation. is that it starts with the SanDiegoArchers.com website, which is WordPress, and then when you post something, it immediately posts to Twitter. Well, 15 minutes or so, it'll post to Twitter. And then it'll also post over to the San Diego Archers Facebook page. So it'll not only post from the website, but over to Twitter and also over to the page. And the reason for that is because I found many times when you're doing a nonprofit is that different people have different preferences. Some people like to use Facebook, and other people like to do look at the website, and other people would prefer to just only look at Twitter. Okay, so that's the reason why I have multiple things going at the same time. Yes?
I noticed nothing's pointing back to your original site, so Instagram doesn't get posted on your site at all, or?
Actually, it does, but I'm not going to do that because I'll mess myself up. But if you go to SanDiegoArchers.com, I actually have a plugin that pulls the Instagram feed in.
Because I was thinking about that it's not pointing there, but if you did point it, then it would automatically point everything back to you get
And so how I got around that little quandary was that I actually had a plugin within the main website pulling from Instagram and then pulling it into the page, because you can get into sort of this looping situation where you have things popping all over. So in this case, I just decided Twitter and Facebook were my primary focus. And then from there, if I go to Facebook and I post something on the Facebook page, it'll post to Twitter. So Twitter is sort of my central social media place. It's the place I post all my updates to. So everything essentially goes there. From the website goes to Twitter, to the Facebook posts go to Twitter, and then of course Instagram goes to Twitter. So how I utilize this is when I'm actually at that location doing videos or pictures, I usually post to Instagram pictures or Instagram video. And then that will then immediately post out to Twitter, and then that will kind of get that stuff online. And so, because I don't per se like to have all of my stuff, pictures, posting to all different places, because a lot of the pictures aren't very good. And I might have 400 pictures at the end of a meet, but I'm going to have to consolidate that. So I only have them go to Twitter as notifications that the pictures are up. So that's worked really well for me. And Instagram is just a wonderful thing, and it's just a great way of getting the pictures online, but it's also a great way in which I can have club members posting on their Instagram websites, and it'll feed into our Instagram, and it's all this wonderful collection of social media, just goodness. You can also use IFTTT to pin new posts to Pinterest or post Instagram videos to Twitter. So like I said, there's so many different recipes that you can do tremendous numbers of things to automate what you do on your website and also in Facebook and in Twitter, and have them all work together. And then so, does anyone else use IFTTT for their website? How do you use it?
So ours is a little weird. It's not a public-facing site, but whenever employees come into and out of a location, their phone GPS sets off if this then that to log a time at a client's location into a custom post type on our site.
Okay, and that's awesome. So you're using your WordPress as sort of a back-end play. You're actually using it to do those different things as a controller.
Yeah.
William?
It's been a while, but I think I have like my Instagram feed hooked up to my Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. William does a lot of SEO and social media work, and he does a lot of things in integrating social media, and I'm glad to hear that, because you know the importance of getting all these bits. I heard someone say once that if you want to post something on social media so that it will be found by Google and a lot of other things, you have to like do 8 tweets to it in some way. I don't know if that's a number that came to mind. All I meant by that statement is the more social media that you are pushing at the same time that's referring back to the same event, it's to your benefit. And so you can use IFTTT in order to do that. There are also a couple of plugins within WordPress that I've kind of played with. One of them is called IFTTT Bridge for WordPress, and the other one's IFTTT Post Formats and Post Type, which is to get a bit more technical in the way you can do things with WordPress. If you don't like the way IFTTT is from the outside in, you may want to take a look at one of these plugins and do it inside out. And that's it. So I kind of just wanted to do a quick summary of the concept, and you guys, when you have a chance, get that IFTTT account set up and try it out. It's the coolest thing. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I got a couple questions going back to the social side of things. So the only information I have is kind of anecdotal, but I tend to have people post directly to Facebook because of the algorithms. They like weigh certain things more like than through automation. Like if you're doing it manually. Plus, you're able to kind of craft a Facebook post specifically, like the content.
Yeah.
It's not like taking a snippet from your post and just doing that. What's that? Oh, okay. Well, I was just kind of curious what your
Well, my preference, if I understand you right, my preference is to craft the post.
Right.
And
so
so
if you're doing the automation on this particular case, I'm curious what your experience is with this. What's the kind of the engagement you've experienced?
Well, the engagement I get is I get a lot of club members who are at the end of the actual event are looking to see if their pictures are up online, their videos are up online, get a lot of likes, a tremendous amount of interaction between the different people. A lot of times, and that's a great question because this points to another thing. When you're automating your WordPress site to a social media, you also want to take advantage of that. When you get to your social media, then you craft it even better. Ask the people who are interacting with the social media, hey, who is that in the picture? Pose questions about the event within the social media event that you've literally created. Pose questions to get questions, or should I say answers, from the people that are participating. At the end of the event, you'll not only have all of my content that I pushed, all of my fellow people's content that have pushed. I'll also have interaction of different people who are interacting with the pictures I did and asking questions of other people. It's just a wonderful thing. It lasts about a day, and then it calms down, and then the next event. Yes?
Won't you lose SEO ranking if you share the original content onto this? I mean, you're supposed to have original content in one place.
Yes, but the content that is being presented in this particular case it's content where the original source is fairly clear. William could talk on this a little bit more. There's ways in which you can craft it such that that will be the original, that's the original understanding of the content. When it comes to pictures and media and that sort of thing, I'm not sure, not really sure that plays as much.
No, it doesn't. It's just
it's the text, quote unquote text. So when I post something on my website, which is the what? Authority?
The canonical.
Canonical.
Yeah, and I mean, all the social places you're posting to are all no follow anyways.
Correct. Yeah.
So they're not even gonna index from those sources. So it's not going to index from Twitter. It's not going to index from Instagram. It's not going to index from Facebook. So you're left with the canonical website original.
I know, but you're not pushing the whole content, right? I mean, you're not sending the whole content. You're just sending the title and a little short description, right? Usually. When you share.
Usually, but I can when I post from my San Diego Archers website over to my Facebook page post, it'll actually post the whole. I can post the whole article, or I can post a snippet.
So it's a link back to the article. It's not that you're posting it all as one Facebook page. It's as if you just took the URL from your blog post and pasted it and shared that post.
Great question, and I think we could go all day on that one. Okay. I think the bottom line is that I think the whole idea is that the center of attention is your website, and the social media is going to be spooling, pushing back to your main website as the link. Yes, ma'am.
Have you had any experience posting to closed Facebook groups?
I haven't. No, I don't believe.
There seems to be a stumbling block there.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I think it has to be a public group. I can research that a bit more, but I've never tried it.
I've been able to find tons of stuff for posting to a public group.
Got it.
When it's closed.
Understood. I'm pretty sure when it comes to the IFTTT, you're posting to your page. It's actually pushing to your page because you have the authority to post to that page. All right, we're going a little bit on the end here, so I'm going to go ahead and end with that. I appreciate you letting me chat. Otherwise, you can catch me at the end. Thank you.